Good evening, I'm Keisha Butts with the CTV News Update. County prosecutors crack down on carjackings, a day after federal and state prosecutors said they would team up against the crime. State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy announces the formation of a Prince George's carjacking task force. The county had 170 carjackings in 2019, 263 in 2020, and nearly 100 so far this year. Braveboy says the task force will work with social service agencies, the school district, local churches, and nonprofits.
So we have, our task force is more multifaceted. We're including our school system, our social service agencies, our clinicians, our clinical and healthcare community. This is a more holistic task force to not only address the arrest and the prosecution, but also to address some of the underlying causes of this violence and this crime.
Braveboy is set to host a public safety and gun violence prevention rally on June 1st at the City of Praise Family Ministries in Landover. The House approves almost $2 billion to beef up security at the Capitol after the January 6th insurrection. This comes just a day after the House voted to create an independent commission that would investigate the deadly attack. The security bill was approved 213 to 212. The legislation includes money for new fencing, cameras, and increased security for lawmakers at their homes and in D.C. The commission and security measures both go to the Senate now. Maryland's COVID numbers continue to trend in the right direction. Here's the latest. The state confirmed 319 new COVID cases over the past 24 hours. That's down from 337 yesterday. The positivity rate also eased a bit. It's now at 2.06. Deaths were also down. The health department says 2 people died of COVID-19 over the past 24 hours. The website was called COVIDReliefSociety.org. It claims state officials say it could sell COVID-19 vaccines online and have them delivered same day anywhere in the world. But the Maryland U.S. Attorney's Office says it was a big lie and have seized the website. Officials say the real purpose of the site was to collect the personal information of those visiting the site and then use it for illegal means. COVIDReliefSociety.org is the 10th COVID fraud-related domain name seized by the Maryland's U.S. Attorney's Office. If you're having a hard time paying rent, the county is still accepting applications for its Emergency Rental Assistance Program. It's through the Department of Housing and Community Development. Landlords can apply. Tenants can also apply if their landlords are reluctant. The program will cover past rent that was due beginning April 1st, 2020 for up to 12 months. You can also use the funding for past utility and energy bills for up to a year.
We're trying to reach as many people as we can. Also want to make sure people know, don't wait to apply, come and apply now. And even if you know that you will not be able to pay your rent for the next few months, you will be able to come and reapply. So we are going to be paying the delinquencies that you are applying for right this moment, but you will be then able to come back and apply for additional rental assistance, assuming that you don't exceed this 12 months of rental assistance that we have available right now.
For more information and requirements, visit the website on your screen. Local firefighters were busy battling a house fire in Lanham this morning. Crews were called to the 9300 block of Rorwell Avenue around 8:30. When they arrived, they found this home engulfed in flames. Thankfully, no one was hurt. A dog found in the home was rescued and is okay. Investigators are working to determine the cause of the blaze. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Keisha Butts. We'll be back in a moment.
You're not alone. Millions of people are in debt. But there's hope and help from members of the NFCC, the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. Convenient, knowledgeable, nonprofit, here for you. And you. And you. Be one of the 5 million people who will put debt in its place by 2020. Speak with an NFCC certified credit counselor at your local member agency today and put debt in its place. Go to nfcc.org/enddebt or call 844-359-3823.
I'm here to announce my retirement from sports. Baseball, basketball, all of them. I feel like it's time. The pressure that it takes to play at my age is just too much. So I'm done with the endless advice from parents to keep my head up, to keep my head down, to keep my head in the game. I know you think you helped. I'm walking away from the coaches that left me on the bench every time the game was on the line. I'll miss my friends and the fun we had when we were young. I said I'd play this game as long as I was having fun. And now, it's time to call it quits. Any questions?
Welcome back. A Latino advocacy group is encouraging everyone to file federal tax returns for 2020. The Hispanic Federation says that's the only way to receive the pandemic-related assistance offered by the federal government under the American Rescue Plan. Benefits under the plan are also available to non-citizens and mixed-status families. Assistance ranges from direct cash relief for food, rent, and more.
In previous bills to provide pandemic relief, immigrants who were undocumented or documented using things like an ITIN, which is an individual tax number. People don't realize that many immigrants, even if they are undocumented, the majority of them do pay taxes. Those people were not eligible for many benefits in the previous bills, and they are available to access a number of the benefits now. And there are also other benefits that your immigration status doesn't matter. And we want to make sure that people know about those benefits as well.
It must be very important then to get the taxes done because of these benefits.
Yes. So for the ones that put cash in your pocket, such as the stimulus check that there's been so much talk about, as well as the child tax credit, the earned income tax credit, anything related to taxes and direct cash. For that, you need to file your income tax return.
Free tax assistance is available for anyone making under $66,000 annually. For more information, log on to HispanicFederation.org. Uber denies in federal court that it has a legal responsibility for the safety of its drivers in a case with local connections. The ride-sharing company is part of a wrongful death lawsuit brought by 3 children of an Uber driver. The driver, Bo Do-in Shakunt, was fatally shot in Oxon Hill in 2019. The shooter, Aaron Wilson Jr., had requested a ride via Uber's online procedure. Wilson pleaded guilty last month in circuit court to killing the driver and fellow passenger Casey Robinson. The federal complaint alleges Uber failed to properly screen its passengers. The Maryland administrator who oversaw construction of the Purple Line will soon be heading to Canada. Kevin Quinn Jr. has been chosen as the new chief executive of TransLink, Vancouver's transit agency in British Columbia. The 41-year-old says he plans to leave the state in June. Quinn has led the Maryland Transit Administration since 2017, overseeing construction of the Purple Line through a host of problems. Those problems include salvaging the state's multi-million-dollar public-private partnership after the lead construction contractor quit over delays and cost disputes. Well, a former Air Force employee pleads guilty to stealing more than $1.1 million in government funds. 60-year-old Eddie Johnson of Brandywine coordinated congressional travel in the Air Force Secretary's office. He pleaded guilty to the federal charge of theft of government property. Johnson used his government-issued credit card to obtain the money in cash advances over a 15-year period, using much of it for his personal use. He faces a maximum of 10 years in federal prison. Still to come on CTV News tonight, time to pedal away. Bike to Work Day is coming up. Stay with us.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second. Do you know who I am? Julia. This is Jaina. Into the future. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls. Oh, yeah? Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
Mom, I got it. What are you doing in there?
I got stuck.
Are you a dog?
I wouldn't do that. Have you seen the pliers? Where'd you find those?
It's not your birthday.
Sorry.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye, Grandpa.
Take care of yourself.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back. Tomorrow, thousands of commuters across the region will be taking part in the return of Bike to Work Day. The popular event was canceled last year due to the pandemic. Many of the riders this year are still teleworking from home, but plan to bike to one of 95 pit stops across the area to pick up a free t-shirt before biking back home to start the workday. Some of the goals of the event include reducing area traffic and to help with the region's air quality.
And it is our 20th year, so this is a big year for us, and so we really want to, make a strong push to get people out there and to participate. So they can easily register to be part of the event.
You can still register by going to biketoworkmetrodc.org. A local Alpha Kappa Alpha chapter is asking you to lend a helping hand with its Day of Giving. The Upsilon Tau Omega chapter and the Southern Prince George's Community Charities are hosting this event together. It will take place on June 5th. Both groups are urging people to donate funds that they will later use for their 2022 student scholarships.
College costs have been soaring for years, and we know that the pandemic has had a really significant detrimental impact on families' incomes, either through job loss or decreased hours, what have you. So we know that the funding we're able to provide students to enable them to pursue their educational goals, we know that's needed now more than ever.
The groups also plan on using the donations for several community service projects in the county. To learn more about this event, visit the websites on your screen. Let's get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 56. Friday, sunny with a high near 86 and a low around 62. Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny with daytime temps in the lower 90s and evening lows in the upper 60s. Representatives from Prince George's County will be distributing meals to go for local residents. Meals will be distributed Friday, May 21st at 12:30 p.m. at the following locations: Seat Pleasant Elementary School and Faith Temple. Number 2, Free Will Baptist Church. Recipients will receive a box per car while supplies last. You're asked to please remain in your vehicle and wear a mask. And that wraps up our CTV News Update. Join us again tomorrow at 4:30. Have a good night and stay safe.